Aha! So, this is the same day, but I changed my clothes. Because I went to. Anyway. This is Genesis 5. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. In the likeness of God, God created man. So, male and female, he created them. And he blessed them, and called their name Adam. In the day that they were created. So I guess they were both called Adam by God. But Adam called Eve a woman. And then he called her Eve. Said she needs even more of a name. And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness, and after his image, and called his name Seth. So, when Adam was 130 years old, he had Seth. And the days of Adam, after he had begotten Seth, were 800 years, and he had sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. So he lived to almost be 1,000 years old. The first man ever lived. The first man who ever lived could live a long time. Because we were better when we were younger, and we got worse as we got older, or as genetics broke down, is what is basically happening. And Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos. And Seth lived after he begot Enos 807 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. Now that is an interesting number. 912. So there's something prophetic about the number 12. The 12 sons of Israel, the 10 sons of Isaac, who is also named Israel. And then the 12 tribes of Israel, which became the 12 tribes of Israel. And I think in their flag today, they're represented by 12 stars. Or is it 13 stars? David saw 13 stars in his dream. And Enos lived 90 years. He lived 90 years and begot Canaan. Goodness, that would be old for even them to live 900 years and begot somebody. And Enos lived after he begot Canaan 815 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died. Pretty consistent. Living on nines. And Canaan lived 70 years, sand. They accidentally squished the word together. I can't see it, but it says year sand. But there's supposed to be a space. It's years and begat. Mahalalel. Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. So he was having children earlier than the rest. And Canaan lived after he begat Mahalalel 840 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel lived 65 years and begot Jared. So even further back. He's having kids even sooner. And And Mahalalel lived after he begot Jared 830 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begot Enoch. So 162 years, and begot Enoch. And Jared lived after he begot Enoch 800 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And Enoch lived 65 years, and begot Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. So he died sooner than the rest. He died at 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and was not, for God took him. I think that means that God took him up to heaven. He didn't die. So instead of dying a horrible death, he lived to be older. Or no, he lived to be 300. See, 365 years. Yeah. And Methuselah, and Methuselah lived 187 years, and begot Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 780 years, 82 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. So he lived a little longer. Methuselah lived a little longer than the rest. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begot a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and the toil of our hands, because the ground which the Lord has cursed. That's what Noah's doing. And Lamech lived after he begat Noah 595 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. Very, very prophetic. 777 years. As you remember, Lamech's song was about God has to forgive me, or he has to, God has to do something 777 times. I think it's forgive him. Yeah. And Noah was 100 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So, unlike the rest of them, he had 3 sons. And it's probably important that he had little more than the rest, because he was responsible for starting the rest of the world again. It's better to have more branches when you're restarting something. So anyway, what do you think of that?